All right, so this next key concept that we're going to discuss is descriptive statistics versus inferential statistics. I do want to let you know now that we're actually also going to be introduced to the key concept of statistical notation in this video. So please keep in mind that this video will contain both descriptive statistics and inferential statistics, as well as introducing you to statistical notation. So the difference between descriptive and inferential statistics. Descriptive statistics are those that are used to summarize, organize, and simplify data. So when we are producing pie charts or graphs, or when we're providing the average of something, these are examples of descriptive statistics because they help us summarize and organize data, right? If I show you a table of data, it is much easier to make sense of that rather than producing all the raw collected data. It helps us make more sense if we produce these tables, these graphs, and so on. Inferential statistics are methods that are used, or I'm sorry, that use sample data to make general statements about a population. Now, for the first few weeks of our semester, we'll lean more heavily on descriptive statistics as a way of kind of introducing us to what it means to collect data, how we view data on I'm going to refer to this as on our end as researchers when we collect raw data. And then later in the semester, we'll move towards inferential statistics, where we really start to get into using the data that we've collected to explore ideas, right? Explore these hypotheses. Statistical notation. So the notation that you're going to see here are the notation that we will be using throughout the semester. Now, there in our class, we are going to be doing both what are called hand calculations, the pencil and paper type of calculations. And we're also going to be conducting analyses through the use of software, SPSS. In SPSS, we won't really see the statistical notation. It's more often going to be available to us when we are doing our pencil and paper hand calculations. So it's important that we get familiar with it, add it into our vocabulary for becoming behavioral statisticians and social science researchers. So X represents a score for a particular variable. So when we're talking about one variable, its individual score is represented as X. Y may be used to represent a second variable. Capital N is used to represent the number of scores in a population. Lowercase n is used to represent the number of scores in a sample. This symbol is referred to as sigma. This is the Greek symbol sigma. It represents summation or adding. So to attach, to kind of combine some of this notation here, sigma x represents the sum of all scores. So you would take the sum represented by this sigma of x, all of the scores that are available. And then we have PEMDAS. This is a concept that you've likely been introduced to prior to this class, but PEMDAS, as a reminder, refers to order of operations, which states that we have to complete mathematical operations in a particular order. That order is dealing with all parentheses and exponents first, then dealing with any multiplication or division, then dealing with any addition or subtraction. So that's it for this video. Remember that both concepts were introduced here: descriptive and inferential statistics, as well as statistical notation.